I'm Janet Prey with Islander Sewing Systems, and today I want to show you how to do the slickest flat felled seam technique you've ever seen. It only takes 2 steps, and so it makes flat felled seams a lot of fun. I want you to start with the wrong sides together, and the bottom layer will extend from the top layer just slightly more than 1/4 inch. Now before you start to sew, you're going to wrap that bottom layer up over the top layer, just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch right down that raw edge. And it's important that you stay close to the raw edge, and this be a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And incidentally, this flat felled technique takes up exactly a 5/8 inch seam allowance on denim. Okay, so we're just going to come right down here, and we're going to stitch right on that raw edge. Okay. Now here's step 2. Open up the fabric and just fold that edge right down. And now I'm going to stitch right on this folded edge. Just want to take your time, get it all set, and it's just that simple. Stay right on that fold. And now we have a flat felled seam. It's stitched on both sides. Now remember, this side, the first row of stitching we did, what's going to end up on the top is actually the bobbin thread. And then on the top, the last row, is the top stitching. So you want to keep that in mind and make sure you have the same color thread and the same weight thread in the bottom. I did not at this point. What I used was 2 spools of thread in the top, and it comes out a little heavier. And you'll see here I kick the stitch with the stitch length up higher, so it's more like a 4 or 4.5, and that'll give you even a nicer look, especially if you're going for that Western wear look. So it's wonderful if you're making jeans, but if you're making gored skirts or patchwork bags, wherever you want to have both seams both raw edges enclosed. One of the reasons it's done on jeans is because jeans fray so bad and they get all those long strings. So by enclosing both of those raw edges in there and stitching it down, you're going to eliminate that. And incidentally, you can use the double stitching on the right side or just the single stitching on the right side. Do it in reverse. So you'll see that a lot in ready to wear. And there you have it, the simplest flat felled seam you're ever going to see. Today we did it in denim, but you can do it in a lot of different fabrics, just about anything that will handle the thickness. You'll see it in ready-to-wear, especially in men's shirts or women's shirts, and also you'll even see it in some sheers today in today's fashion.